Good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining our latest installment of Solutions for Success. My name is Jonathan Hamilton. I'm the president of Point Alliance. Today, John Zary, our CEO, is going to share with us some new information and updates on what's new and changing in Microsoft 365 with regards to administration and security configuration and all of that good stuff, maybe even touching a little bit on licensing, which is an ever-changing aspect and tough to keep track of. But without further ado, I will turn it over to John, and he'll give you some insight into the roadmap and updates that you will soon see in your Microsoft 365 tenant.
Good morning, everyone. Jonathan, thank you so much for the introduction. We are very excited. This is our first edition of the Solution for Success for the 2025. We're going to start right away. So our agenda for today, again, just for those that maybe not very familiar with the Point Alliance, just two slides on that. We're going to cover the end of life for Windows 10, policies and for authentication methods, SMS integration for Teams calling plan, Microsoft 365 Copilot chat, licensing, and then additional resources. Everything I will mention today, there is a link on the PowerPoint we will share shortly. You will have it, so you will have access to all that. So again, about Point Alliance, you met my colleague, Jonathan Hamilton. My name is John Zary. I'm a CEO with the Point Alliance. We are a Microsoft Solutions partner with the 4 competencies. And our team is 100% Microsoft certified, which we take a huge pride on that, with the effort our team put in to make sure we are always up to speed with the latest and greatest. You can find additional information, of course, on our company on the pointalliance.com under company profile. So let's just start. So first one, I'm sure you heard about this. This is not a new thing, but it is fast approaching. First was, okay, in a couple of years now, it is right around the corner. So the end of life support for Microsoft Windows 10 is October 14, 2025. Please keep in mind that the major updates has been stopped already more than a year. So these are all this end of support now is for security updates. So you will not be able to patch and keep your devices secure. So it's important. We still have about 10 months to go. So you want to look into that. And the other thing you have to also consider, are your devices compatible to be upgraded to Windows 11? So that's one thing to consider. The second would be, if not, how many of your devices need to be upgraded, and you require a bit of planning. And we work with the companies to help them with that. If you're using Microsoft Intune, you can get those reports from the Intune. If not, there are tools to build into it. We had a video co-event with the Microsoft end of the 2024. You can also refer to that video or our YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/pointalliance. And again, I'm sharing additional information at the resources at the end. So again, you want to plan it now. You might say 10 months fly by. So you want to make sure we're ready, because the last thing you want to make leave your devices unprotected and unsecure. Next thing that I want to bring up, again, the first few slides, they all have dates to it. So you want to keep in mind about this stuff. So policies for authentication method. And you're wondering, okay, what is this? So right now within the Microsoft 365, everybody's encouraged to use two-factor authentication, right? So like using your Microsoft Authenticator with your password or your phone or those things. So that was very basic, right? There's not much control over it. You can do a few things here and there. And Microsoft, in order to be compatible with other tools that they provide, 2FA has extended that. And as a result, those features have been available to you, but it's not enforced yet necessarily. So you could be turning them on and using the legacy authentication with the modern one joint. But as of September 30th, they're all going to kick in. So you need to be prepared for that and be aware of it, what's happened. They have built a migration to it, so you can migrate the old one into a new one, but it's a process. You need to take care of it. And two-factor, multi-factor authentication is very important, right? Because it's really the provide additional 90% of security for a tenant to make sure there's no intrusion and so on. Again, lots of great features, and I'm going to show you this slide. So before we had a few options. Passkeys, the FIDO keys, these are amazing, right? So these are little keys that I have here that you can use. Again, we're using the Yubico keys that you can insert and has a touch on it. So you can insert it to as a point of authentication on your devices. Of course, Microsoft Authenticator that we had that, SMS exists. Temporary access pass. This is very cool because what's happened, let's just say a user forgot their phone at home, right? So what's happened, they cannot log into a device because they don't have that second factor authentication. So you can assign them a temporary password, and that password could be just maybe for a few hours so they can get to that device. Hardware tokens, third-party software has been added. Again, you have an option of the targeting and enabling whichever you want. So again, the extensive control over this thing. A voice call, you can set it up. So again, you get a call that by the way, that would be just a corporate. So in your Microsoft Intra, if you enter a corporate number for the person, that would be it. So people cannot just put any number there. Email and certificate-based authentication. You can see it's changed because they want to compete with the other vendors out there that provide this thing. So as you can see, September 30th need to be done. And it's easy to do. And if you need any support, we'll be more than happy to assist you as well. Again, I do have additional information back at the end. The other exciting things that people will be waiting for many years is the SMS integration for Microsoft Teams calling plan. I don't know how many people are here are using Microsoft Teams phone, but now the phones be able to kind of receive text, because I get people say, oh, I text you, didn't respond, and they text in my Teams phone. So it was like an old desk phone, and of course was no text messaging available. So that feature is coming, rolling out in February 2025 in US and Canada. And as far as I know, this is included, so there's no extra charge. So currently there's many vendors that they provide that feature, but the add-on you have to pay lots to set it up, and was it flexible or not? So this is going to be native as part of your Microsoft 365 calling plan. I have not even seen the screen capture of this thing, but again, that's something I know that was in works for many years, and it is exciting that it's coming up. And lots of organizations that hesitated in past to go with the Microsoft Teams calling plan because that feature, right? Because you have support services, you had caseworkers, so it depends on the nature of your business. You needed to be able to have the text messaging as part of it, and you didn't want to have a different plans. So with this in mind, it is coming and rolling out as of February 2025. This announcement was done about 2 weeks ago. So this is very exciting. Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat. Again, talk of AI is out there. And again, you can't go to any meeting or events that the AI is not mentioned. And again, Microsoft introduced Microsoft 365 Copilot over a year ago, and many of you probably have taken advantage of it. It does help you with the content creation, your PowerPoint, Excel, taking notes for a meeting like we are right now, so on. So there's many benefits to it. So the chat is a bit different. So, and again, to kind of explain that.
We all need to get stuff done. That's what generative AI experiences are all about. Microsoft is here to help. We have two experiences now, and I'm going to explain to you the difference between them. Microsoft 365 Copilot Chat is the free and secure AI experience that is available to everyone in your organization. It grounds itself in all the data on the internet, plus any documents that you upload into it. Microsoft 365 Copilot is the per-seat licensed experience. It grounds itself in your organizational data, including everything in the Microsoft Graph. What's awesome about both of these is that both experiences allow people in your company to have access to agents. Agents are where we're going. doing things on your behalf, getting stuff done, filling out that project plan that never stays updated in the middle of the project. Now, this is a change, but we have documentation for you on adoption.microsoft.com and our Copilot Hub. So whether you're teaching users in your environment or the IT pro that's deploying it, we've got you. Go check it out right now.
So this is very important because, again, we have lots of discussion with our clients about the Copilot and the fear of it and how do we implement it and so on. What do we do with our staff that if they are using ChatGPT and are they uploading the company information, how we control this? So this is answer to that most as part of it. So basically what it does, as you saw in the video, it provides a free secure AI chat. Same thing if you're on a ChatGPT, but within your organization. And plus, there's agents. So agents are subscription-based services that if people that they do not have Microsoft 365 Copilot, they can take advantage of it. But the most important part is IT control. So whatever you put in the chat, within the Copilot chat, it is inside your organization. It's not going to leak out. It's not going to be shared, and you have that control over it. So this will satisfy the needs of the people that need to use a ChatGPT, but in an organized manner, and plus the agents. So agents are paid services that you will have. So again, I'm not sure about the pricing. I have not seen a pricing on this one, but it's per consumption. So agent can be created from the Microsoft Copilot Studio, and when it's created, and anybody can use it. So you don't have to have the full license to the Copilot, which is about, in Canadian dollar, it's about $450 annually. Instead of that, people might need random things here and there and a processor. So you create the agent, and when people with a basic license, which is a free Copilot chat, we'll be able to run those agents and process those. And again, once we see the pricing, we will share with that, but that's exciting. And the chat is already available and you can take advantage of it, by the way. So again, to emphasize on that, free secure AI chat powered by ChatGPT 4.0, agent accessible right in the chat, IT control, including enterprise data protection and agent management. Again, everybody is rightfully is worried about the data protection, and that's part of the whole idea behind the Copilot chat. So if you look at it, this is a chart. Again, we will sharing the PowerPoint with you right after this meeting. What is included in the chat and what is included in the 365 Copilot. By the way, this is the $30 is a US dollar, not Canadian, in case you're wondering, because I mentioned $450. That's a US, and you can see what is available as part of the Copilot and what is you get out of the chat. So the chat part is included in both of them. It's free, and create a using agent and so on. So again, on running the agent, you pay per consumption is available there. So it's very exciting, and I encourage you to look into it. So licensing and pricing, again, unfortunately, we can do nothing about the licensing and pricing, and it's happened. I just want to make sure you're aware of it. So Microsoft is making few changes in this year. One is that as of the April 1st, the pricing for the monthly payment with the annual commitment going to get increased by 5%. So in the past, people said, well, if the monthly is and the annual is end up to be the same thing, why would not pay upfront? Again, some people rather to pay upfront because you don't want to be receiving invoices every month and worry about that. So, but some customers said, you know what, I pay monthly. I'm fine with that. But what is going to happen as of April 1st? Again, if your license is already in its calendar cycle, won't get affected. Anything get renewed as of April 1st can get affected. So this is not the existing licenses, and with the current calendar is after April 1st. So if you decide to pay monthly, the price is going to be 5% more in comparison with the annual. Still, both of them have an annual commitment. So again, I know it's get confusing with that. Also, update the annual billing price for Microsoft Teams Phone. That's going to be also April 1st. They're increasing it slightly. One thing is that with the Microsoft Teams Phone, they did not increased the prices since 2017, basically since inception of it. So that's the first time is an increase for that. The other thing that was introduced last year, I just want to mention, that was end of December, was the Copilot annual term subscription. When Copilot came out, you only had one option, annual, and there was no option of doing a monthly. And then again, it's a $450 about that price annually. And people said, if I want to buy 10 of them, become too expensive, I'd rather to pay that monthly. So that option had become available as of December 1st. But remember, that 5% price increase also applied to that. There's a link to the extensive information on this one in our overview. And I'd be happy to we will share that with you as well. And as I mentioned, there are additional resources here for end of life for the Windows 10. We talk about the policies and method, SMS, Copilot features, update licensing. But again, I just want to be aware of this. It's coming up as the start of the 2025, so you can do your proper planning. That said, I'd be happy to answer any question or chat. I don't see anything here. This is going to be a short one, it is. One thing I encourage you, if you visit Point Alliance /events, we have a lineup of Microsoft events for the entire 2025 calendar. So I encourage you to visit it and sign up for this thing. They're all, again, short format, and I'll get recorded as well. So the whole session is about 30 minutes. Usually we do 20 minutes of the presentation and leave room for the questions and answers. It's good to attend. And if you do happen to miss them, you always can visit our YouTube channels. We upload the videos on the same day after the seminar. That said, I'd be happy to answer any question you might have, but we want to make sure we bring this thing to your attention. All right, I don't see any questions or chat here. Well, again, I did share my information. You also get a follow-up email with the copy of to the presentation and and a video. I want to thank you all, and I wish you all a great 2025. Just remember, we're always here for all your Microsoft needs, and be happy to answer any question you might have and the direction you might have. So, thank you, and have a wonderful day.